Hey guys, Thao Lan here from your favorite Nosey Neighbor, and today we are at the Basin in the White Mountains with one of my best friends, my favorite people, my sweetheart.
Hi.
We're going to be introducing Sixto DeJesus. So everyone knows our local celebrity, Sixto. Nobody really knows what you do. Everyone's a little obsessed with you, and you can't blame them.
Oh my.
But again, nobody knows what you do. So let's pick your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
And try not to get lost at the Basin as we talk about everything Sixto DeJesus.
All right. I mean, I know a lot of people know me in the community. I'm part of Enterprise Bank. Been there almost 14 years, and I have a previous banking career as well. So all my experience is in the financial field, and after Enterprise Bank, it's been more dedicated to the commercial world, working with anywhere from a small business to large organizations to non-profits in the lending, cash management areas.
I think we need to turn around.
All right. Okay.
How did you get into the banking world?
I got into the banking world back in 2000, I think, or 2001, when the internet was booming. I started first in the online banking. I was in the online banking department, and I was one of the people setting up online banking users and helping people transfer funds from one bank to the other type of thing. Yeah, yeah. So that's how I started, and then I eventually worked at a bank called Banco Popular Dominicano in DR, and I was in charge of the email account of contactos, which required that I had a knowledge of all the different departments, different areas, and I was the contact or middleman between the bank and any other department of the bank, whether it was from DR or from externally from any other parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, with all your experience that you've had in DR and now here with Enterprise Bank, how do you help? Well, what exactly is your role here?
Well, prior to becoming a business developer, I was a branch manager, so I work in branch management and working with customers, in at the branches. But my role now is to help with the knowledge that I acquire in terms of commercial lending, cash management, wealth management, is how to help people streamline the processes for their companies, make things easier so the operations move smooth, and be a relationship person, meaning that I connect my clients with the right people in terms of what their needs are. And with my experience, what I do is identify what are the pain points of the companies and what things can be done better to better their performances and keep growing their companies or nonprofits. And that's pretty much what I do. It's just like use my knowledge to actually help people get better in their operations.
So the customer relation aspect of everything that you do, how does that tie into the nonprofit work that you're so entangled in?
When in the nonprofit, you're talking about like my community work, or are you talking about like how I connect with nonprofits?
Both, because your nonprofit life is, you probably put in just as many hours in your nonprofit life as you do in your regular full-time job.
Correct.
So how does that tie in together?
Well, it's about people. It's about connecting and getting to know people from different areas and people who want to help a cause and bring their knowledge in to help organizations. So via volunteering to a fundraiser when I'm working out there in the community, or whether it's a client that we can help with what we learn from other nonprofit organizations and tools that can help them thrive and do better. So relationship is connecting with people, connecting with people, meeting people out there in the community and finding like that we have common grounds, and like the affinity of connecting and let me see, I got a little distracted with the people walking there.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Hiking and talking.
Yeah, and I just got a little distracted with them coming down. Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's just so beautiful up here. I want to give them like let you guys see what we're looking at while we're up here.
Is that a way to switch it?
I think so. Nope.
This is part of the view here at the Basin today.
So Sixto, as a regional business advisor, what type of businesses do you work with?
I work pretty much with the whole full spectrum. Anywhere from a startup, anyone that comes with an idea, has a dream, and is looking to start with the basic stuff, all the way to a larger corporation. Also municipal and towns, a city and towns we work with, and then also and non-profit organizations. So anything that has to do with the commercial world, that has to do with business, and whether it's for profit or non-profit, we work with all the different business sizes.
Yeah, that means that the range of things that you do per business or per municipality is completely different. So what would you do to help a small business who's just starting to come together?
Yes. So for the small business is helping them understand that the process of the account, the cycle of the account, the cash flow, getting them started with the basic lending for and leasing for some equipment that they might need. Also with depending on what part of the process they are in their new endeavor, connecting them with local resources for small businesses. Knowledge is power, and everything that I have learned over the years, I like to share that with my customers so they can be successful. And also something that I always tell them is like, it's better to learn from other people's mistake that you make a mistake. And if you have the resources out there, having a good team put together, an accountant, a banker that is going to take care of your accounts and how to help you grow your company, having the enhancements that you need in the operations. It's very valuable. So that's one of the things that I like about my role. I can see things from a company that's already in business that just needs a push and is doing awesome, and to another company that is just starting, and then see people's dream and come to fruition. I love to be part of that team that can help them, go to the next level wherever they see themselves being.
Yeah. What about the more established business who's pulling in already 6-7 figures?
With those businesses, something that is very important for them is relationship. Having a contact, and then that's part of my role is to put teams together in different areas, whether it's cash management, commercial lending, wealth management, 401k. So we try to cover all the bases. So I'm happy to be part of Enterprise Bank because they are able to have all the different business units that can support the business growth.
Yeah.
So we have multiple talented individuals in the company, and part of my job is build a relationship with the customer, understand their pain points, bring to the table in the conversation some of the other key players depending on their needs. So we first identify what their needs are and make sure that we can help them thrive and do better with their operations and streamlining the processes for payments, for account receivables, that they are taking care of, with the line of credit if they need to. And for some other businesses, it's important when they are growing to buy their own location. They might be in need for a building that they can house their operations. So because as part of their growth, and we can take care of that as well, that aspect, the part. So there are multiple ways that we help different companies, and depends on the industry they are in. In the construction world, we help a lot with leasing of equipment and machinery that they need as well. So it depends on the different industries. So, but that's part of how we help.
Mhm. How are you able to get any of your work done when you're like Mr. Popularity in the office? Because I've seen when I went to go bring you food in the office, people always stop in to say hello.
Uh-huh.
So whenever I go visit, he always has to say, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second,
Uh,
1 second.
I mean, it's a good feeling, when people they appreciate you, they appreciate what you do, and they always want to say hi. It feels good. I always tell my customers or anyone who's visiting me, hey, excuse me, just know that there will be some interruptions, because especially if we're in an office that is all glass, they want to just wave at me, and I have to wave back, because if not, they're gonna be not gonna be happy if I don't wave back. So it's part of knowing people and receiving the appreciation back. It happens. You just sometimes it's not easy depending on the task at the time. For those tasks, when I have a task that requires a lot of focus, then I try not to be where everybody can see me, so I can focus. But other than that, multitasking and juggling, and that's part of the process. That's part of being out there and being available to people. Because those are like the ones that walk in, but we're not talking about the ones that at the same time are sending an email or a text or phone call. So all of those combined, but we learn how to manage them and make sure that we take care of everyone.
You do well. What's your region?
My region right now is I cover Lowell. We have 2 locations there in Lowell. 2 locations in Chelmsford and Drumhill and Olioto Road. Also in Better Acre, we have 2 other locations on Boston Road and Kingsborough on Middlesex Road. Also, that's part of my region. So it's a total of 7 branches that I'm covering. But I actually can work out of any location. So I have customers that go all the way to Boston. So it depends. There are different scenarios that we can take a look and see if we are a good fit for them and they are a good fit for this organization.
You can talk a little bit about CBA.
CBA.
Mr. Humble over here is also the president of the board for Coalition for Better Acre.
It's CBA. It means a lot to me. I've been in the Acre since for many years, over 17 years since I came to United States from my home country of Dominican Republic. It was to the Acre. At the beginning, I didn't know what CBA was. And I eventually learned, and one of the things that I like about Enterprise Bank is the possibility of getting involved in the community. I knew I always wanted to give back and help people, but I didn't know how to. And then I got lucky and Enterprise Bank signed me up for a training for how to become board member, what it does, through the Jericho Road program here in Lowell. And that helped me a lot to meet a lot of people from different nonprofit organizations. And eventually, when I became a branch relationship manager at Enterprise Bank, I was going to attending a lot of events for nonprofits, and I came across part of the team, including the CEO at the time, Dingy Choi, who
We love.
Yeah, so she talked to me about the opportunity of becoming a board member, and then she was somebody that I already admired, that I see in the community, and it was an easy sell. For me, I was identified with the mission and vision of CBA, and then I became a board member. Eventually, I was asked to be a vice chair or vice president of the board, and finally, when the president left, then everybody nominated me to be a president, and I've been having that opportunity for the last couple of years. So it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm very proud of that. The work that this organization does and the quality of people and staff and board members that we have there.
Okay, it's my turn to hold the selfie stick, so hence the better angle.
I agree.
Okay, so question. So me, on a personal note, I know how much time you put into CBA, what's your favorite thing about being so involved in this nonprofit, and on top of that, holding the presidency?
Well, CBA means a lot to me. Different areas. Like the first part, it has to do with housing. Like this is like one of the mission is to have like affordable housing, for people in the Acre neighborhood and in other neighborhoods that across the region that CBA has gotten involved. But having people, being able, families, individuals to afford housing in our region when there's a shortage of housing, it means a lot to me because everybody needs a home, a safe place to be, and the way that CBA approaches that is very dignifying, for families, So it's something that they put families first, people first, and I love to see that. And also because CBA has different programs that can help people transition from the need of affordable housing to making their path into the work life. Some people might be going through a struggle of a divorce. They can afford like an apartment by themselves, and that can be a segue, like a transition. And during that transition, CBA also have other trainings for people so they can learn a trade and find a job. They can have some transportation, civic engagement. So CBA helps from different aspects of their life, starting for what is most important, a place to live. And that's very important to me, and that means a lot. And I identify with the mission since the beginning, so I'm a fan and I'm there, so rooting for CBA and the ideal created by the founders when it started. So.
Yep, I'm also a huge fan of CBA. I'm also a board member.
Yeah, clerk of the board, right there.
Yeah, and my pull to CBA is that the mission is to help end the cycle of poverty. And I am also very familiar with the Acre. I grew up in the Acre. All right, is there anything else you would like to add before we say goodbye?
That was quick. That's a question. Well, I would like to help as many people as I can. I know there are a lot of people see me part of the bank. I'm doing banking, doing community work. So if there's anyone out there that is not having a good time in their company, whether it's a startup or like an established company, and needs help to have a team that can take care of them and assess the situation and make things better for them and streamline their processes, I'll be happy to have a conversation with those, whether it's something about lending that has to do with your company or your nonprofit, or whether it's about cash management, like electronic services that will make your life easier for you and your controllers and your CFOs. So anything where I can help, like if you please know that I'm able to assist you in different areas, and I'll be happy to have the opportunity to talk and help as many people as I can. So that's the only thing that I would like to share, and I'll see you around.
You want to see the outfit? He's no suit and tie today. He's very normal today. But I want to key in, I want to add in that I have never met anyone as open to people, as caring to people as you are. And your group of people that we run into constantly are completely, it's like an eclectic group of people. You know so many people, but you're so open and loving and caring to all of them. And it shows because they're the same way to you, where you get huge hugs from almost everyone that you meet, and everyone that talks about you always talks about how much they love you. So quite an asset for Lowell to have this one here.
Thank you for those words. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
and I appreciate people back,
you.
Out there in the community. So that means a lot. It makes a difference, and I'm happy to connect with everyone.
Yeah. So hope you enjoyed this segment of Your Favorite Nosey Neighbor with Sixto DeJesus, and we'll see you around. So far, we're not lost, but we'll let you know if we are.
Woohoo!